What's up, everybody in the comments section? My name's Kelsey-Bernard Gifford, as my name states. I just wanted to come on here and give a video response to everything that was going on in the comments section. And I've noticed that this has been happening a lot in different on different pages throughout Facebook and other parts of the internet. And it really shows me something that has occurred and something that is going on. It seems as if black men and black women are at one another's throats. Both are victims of systematic white supremacy, right? Both have been raised and brought up in a country that's hostile to them in a sense, and we're both objects of or the result of 400 years of struggle. I just want to say this, man. I just want to say this. You guys understand the white supremacist tactic of divide and conquer? Divide and conquer. It's happening right now. They say that the family is the building block of society. Well, the family, in that case, taking that into account, the family, which is, man and a woman, children, man and a woman create children, we can talk about other things later. We can talk about the homosexual community later. But as far as now, we're speaking about black folks. But some would call this the nuclear family. The black man, the black woman are the building blocks of the black community, right? You think the white supremacist doesn't know that? He knows that. They know that black men and black women are the building blocks of black society, of the black community as a whole. So, if I were a white supremacist and I wanted to destroy the black community, what I would do is cause division between black men and black women. Yes, I would do that. I'm getting notifications. Hold on. Let me put this up. Yeah, it's disturbing. I would cause division between black men and black women. And I would do that by causing them to point fingers at one another and other, ways that we fight one another. I see a couple of people on the comment section. I wish I could look at it right now and actually read some of the comments, but we'll do that some other time. By the way, check out my YouTube channel, KELZUS1, Kelzus1 on YouTube. Check me out. Had my channel there for a while, but I just don't use it. But anyway, back to the subject. I'm using it now. I'm putting new stuff on there, new content. I just did a video about 9/11 today, so check me out on YouTube. But anyway, I ain't come here to talk about that. I came here to talk about this situation, the black men and black women being at odds with one another, because that's not cool. Because you got some brothers who are coons who will go out here and be like, I ain't fooling with black women no more because such and such and such, I ain't and then some women be like, they want to, be, massless bed wench and go, oh, I don't mess with black men no more because they da-da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. And I'm like, I'm looking at both and I'm like, I can see flaws in both. I can see flaws in both sides. And one big problem is that we take something that one individual does to us, or a few individuals in the black community, we'll take that and then blame every single black person. Like, for example, suppose I date a black woman, I get my heart broke. And in reality, yes, I've gotten my heart broken by black women very bad. Like, I've gotten torn up. What if I took that and I was like, forget black women? How logical would that be? Wouldn't be logical at all to do that. That would be one of the most illogical things to do, because you can't associate something that a few have done to you, and put it on all, you know? That's the all or nothing logical fallacy. That's an actual logical fallacy that I learned in school. It's called the all or nothing fallacy. And we can't be doing that with one another, you know? We're led to believe that people in another group are much better to be with, like, and there's nothing wrong with interracial dating. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? Nothing wrong with that at all. But if, like I said in a video before on my channel, I said, if you date someone outside of your race, and then you point back at someone that's a member of your race or your ethnic group. I don't really like to use the word race because everybody's the same race, the human race, but we're different ethnic groups. But if you point back at someone of your group and say, yeah, I got this white girl, now I'm gonna change the accent because a lot of them cats be cooning it up. They be like, yeah, man, I got this white girl, man, screw black women, man. I'm not gonna be with black women anymore, dude. Forget that. I'm not gonna do that anymore, man. Hi, what's up, Becky? What's up? No, I'm done with black women. You guys are much better. If they do that, then it's a problem. That's a problem. And I've seen it the other way around too. I've seen a lot of ignorant ass comments on this page called, I forgot. I don't even want to repeat the page. I'm not giving them no shine, but it's a page dedicated to black women, you know, dating white guys. Nothing wrong with that. But the problem is that those black women on there trash brothers. They drag brothers through the mud without even giving brothers a chance. Like, they would see me, see my brown skin, see my kinky hair, my big nose and my thick lips, and they say, oh no, you no good, when you got the same damn features. But we'll talk about that later. They say, oh, you no good, you are no good, without giving me a chance. Just looking at me, just judging me based on my ethnicity, my physical appearance. And they're the same ethnic group. Kinky hair, brown skin, thick lips, thick nose, wide nose. That's a shame. We can't be doing that. We are one, and we're the same. We are one and the same. We're the same. We come from the same struggle. So we can't be pointing back at one another like that. All right, now I'm on to a more detailed analysis of this. I saw some comments on there saying that sometimes brothers don't want to take responsibility for some of the things that happen in the black community. I can ride with that. I can kind of ride with that to a certain extent. So let me dissect that in my mind for a little bit. Yeah, I've kind of seen that, you know. Some dudes, you know, they do, you know, whack stuff. They end up becoming dusty dudes, hanging out all on the corner, and, you know, no initiative, no goals, no ambition, no drive, no nothing, you know, just being dusty, you know. And they don't want to take responsibility for that. They don't want to take responsibility for abandoning their family. I've heard about dudes who have children and then walk away from them. You get a woman pregnant, but you walk your dusty ass away from her. There ain't no sympathy from me with that. No excuse. You shouldn't be walking away from your flesh and blood like that. Now, I know there are other situations. Oh, I got distracted. I'm over here at the Veterans Affairs, and I saw a fine black doctor. It's a sister. I would put her on camera, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna be creepy like that. That's a fine woman. Beautiful sister. And she's a doctor. She'll take good care of me. But anyway, but yeah, some cats, man, like they get a woman pregnant, walk away from her, and not even take care of the child. Heard stories about people in the military, you know, have children. I used to be in the military. They have children, but don't want nothing to do with the child. They don't want anything. How could you do that? That's your flesh and blood. So that's something that some black man can take responsibility for. However, there was somebody on the comment section who was lumping all black men into the same boat when it came to that, like as if all of us did that. We don't all do that. I don't. I can't go a day without seeing my children. I love my children too much to do that to my children. You feel me? And there are several hundreds, thousands of other black men who put it down, who hold it down with their kids, who are great fathers, great husbands, great employees, very smart, intelligent men, you know? No criminal record, no dusty behavior. I'm not saying that they're perfect, but you get my point. You know, it's not just because they black that they're gonna, be, a dirtbag. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with women, So some brothers can take responsibility. You can take responsibility. We are the leaders of the community. We're supposed to be. The black community is, I believe, the only community that is matriarchal, which meaning led by a woman, or having a woman being the elder. There's nothing wrong with a woman being an elder. I was raised by single women, by a single mother, so I can empathize and sympathize when I see that. When I see a woman in charge, it doesn't bother me because I was raised that way. I mean, when I see that, I'm like, okay, it's just like how my mom was in charge for 18 years, So that doesn't bother me, but I've learned different. I've learned that the man is supposed to be the leader. Not saying that the woman is less than, but men are supposed to lead their families, and we're supposed to lead their families, and it's been said that the woman is the backbone, and real quick, hold that thought. I'm about to go talk to this black doctor real quick. I'm just kidding, but nah. I was thinking, what if the whole world thought like men? What if the whole world had a strictly, not saying men don't have emotions, because I got emotions too. We all have emotions as men. However, we're less emotional than women are. What if the whole world thought like men with more logic than emotion? That would not be good. The world is already a jacked up place. It's already a place full of violence, hunger, all kind of oppression going on around here. And the world is ran by men. Most people in power are men. So I do see, the results of that. But however, if everyone thought like a man, it would be hell. It would be hell on earth. Hell on earth. Now, throw women into the mix. Put women back into it. Women balance out this world. Women bring, not saying men are not compassionate, men are not, caring or nurturing, because there are attributes that some men, some men have the attributes of, being caring and compassionate, of course. But those stem from emotion, and women are more emotional than men. Women are more in tune with their emotions than men are. Catch my drift? So we need to understand that men being more logical serves a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're very logical creatures as men. We're not really overly emotional, That's why we balance one another out. And we have certain gifts as men. And women have certain gifts, Women are primarily the nurturer, the caretaker of the children, of the home, Not saying they're supposed to stay in a home. Please don't inbox me. But yeah, women are better at that. They're better at that. And we need women. We need women, you know? Because without women, this world will be cold and heartless. And that's real talk. Now back to the black men versus black women predicament. Without one another in the black community, you know, like, what are we? There is no black community. We need one another. We need to support one another, compliment one another, in which we naturally do. We do compliment one another. But we need to not fall for the divide and conquer strategy. You know what I'm saying? And hold on, I need to drink some of this pink lemonade right here. This stuff is pretty good. We need not to fall for that, because it's destroying us. It's destroying the black community. It's dividing us, and it's conquering us. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention that was very important, I'm currently thinking of like a plan, something that I want to do. It's a vision that I have for black Americans. And people are probably wondering, like, well, who are you? Who the hell are you? You know, you're just some dude sitting on the internet with a Star Trek shirt on, looking like damn Captain Kirk. Who are you? Who is Kelsey? My answer would be nobody. I'm just coming up with an idea. I'm just a regular dude, just like you. And I just want to offer this solution to the problem. One thing, and here it is. I'm going to start explaining it now. Now here it is. One thing that black people could really use in America is a code or a creed. We need to get on code like that, and that's the language that comes from Dr. Neely Fuller. Dr. Neely Fuller Jr. He wrote a book called The Compensatory Code, and it's a code book, and it talks about, it's a very great book. I've looked over it. I haven't purchased it, but I've looked at it, and it seems to be a very great book. It talks about, you know, the code words that white supremacists use, and very useful book. But anyway, but yeah, we all need to get on point, get a code, get a creed, and explain what we will not tolerate in the black community, what we will and what we will not tolerate in the black community. For example, well, let me back up for a second. The Christian church back in 325 AD, in my other video I said BC, but I was tripping. I wasn't thinking about what I was saying. 325 AD, the Council of Nicaea, they all got together and started determining what was essential within Christian doctrine, what was essential within Christianity to bring about unity, so that even though there are some disagreements in the church, that there would be a general unity. There would be a G factor, a general unity to keep us all together. You know what I'm saying? To keep them all together. Never mind. I ain't gonna talk about that. But that's what we need as black people. We need to get on code, literally get on code, get a creed. We will not tolerate the disrespect of our elders. We will honor our ancestors. We will love one another within the family. Along the lines of that, you know what I'm saying? And solidify it, put it in stone, right? And I know Marcus Garvey, he started on something like that, and it was very good. But I think that with the power of the internet, with the power of social media and communication, if we come up with that again and do that again, and it will be powerful. I think people will get on it. I think people will get on the train and do that and ride with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we really need a code. We need a code to thwart this divide and conquer strategy that we have in the black community between black men and black women. Love one another. We need to love one another and support one another. Support one another. You know what I'm saying? I've been in too many situations where it was a few black people. It was me and one other black person, and happened to be like a woman, a female. And this woman would be the type that won't talk to black men, that won't even look at black men, who has a bias against black men, who has a chip on her shoulder against black men. Now, we were the only two blacks and only two African Americans in that situation. And I'm not telling you what it is because, I mean, for my reasons, because I may end up posting this on my YouTube. We were the only two, male and a female, but we can't get along. That's a problem. That's a big problem. We really need to get on code and unite. For real, for real. Like dead ass serious. Get on code, get on point, unite, love one another. Thwart this stuff, man, because that divide and conquer stuff, I'm gonna do a whole video on that. The divide and conquer strategy of white supremacy, we need to counteract that, all right? But anyway, but yeah, I can talk about this for an hour, but I'm not gonna do it because I gotta get home. I gotta get to the gym. Gotta get out of this Star Trek shirt, and I gotta go see my babies. So, and I take care of my children. Look in the background. Look. What you see back there? What you see in the background, huh? What you see back there? A car seat, right? What you see on this camera? A black man with a car seat in the background. You know what that means? I holds it down. As a father, I do my thing. And I'm proud of it. And I'm gonna brag about it. You know why? Because I can. That's why. Thanks for watching.